Hold on to your seats, basketball fans. This is the bombshell that's ripping through the WNBA like a full-court press gone nuclear. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever's lightning bolt of a guard, just dropped the mic on her Nike signature shoe in a way that's got everyone from locker rooms to boardrooms reeling. Forget whispers, this is a roar. Clark didn't just tease her kicks. She unleashed a torrent of revelations that expose the cutthroat world of sneaker deals, rival brands' desperate bids, and a tech breakthrough that's about to rewrite the rules of the game. And oh, the drama. It's thicker than a playoff overtime. Sources deep inside the industry are buzzing. This isn't just a shoe, it's a weapon, a statement, a revolution. But is it the spark that ignites a full-blown WNBA civil war? It all exploded on that fateful episode of the New Heights podcast, where Clark sat down with Travis and Jason Kelce like she was confessing state secrets. The air crackled. The host leaned in, clueless about the storm coming. Clark, cool as ever, but her eyes? They burned with the fire of someone who's been holding back for too long. "Yeah, it's been wild," she started, her voice slicing through the tension. "The process kicked off right at the end of my senior year at Iowa. I was fielding offers left and right. Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, all of them throwing signature shoes at me like confetti. Boom. The confession lands like a half-court heave at the buzzer. Signature shoes for a college kid fresh off shattering every record in sight. That's not just rare, it's seismic. In the women's game, only legends like Sue Bird or Diana Taurasi get that honor. Clark, at 22, she's shattering glass ceilings and egos alike. But here's where it gets juicy. Clark didn't mince words about the rivals. Adidas came in hot, promising the moon, fast timelines, flashy designs, the works. Under Armour, they dangled that underdog vibe, talking family and grit. She paused, a sly grin creeping in. But Nike? They played the long game. And let's be real, Nike doesn't just make shoes, they forge empires. The host's jaws dropped. Travis Kelce, Mr. Chiefs himself, blurted out, "Whoa, so you turned down the others? Spill the tea." Clark nodded, unflinching. "Absolutely, because Nike gets it. Their product, untouchable. Sure, it takes longer, perfection always does, but I grew up idolizing that swoosh. Jordan, Kobe, Serena, every kid dreams of it. And now, it's mine." The escalation hit warp speed as Clark dove into the gritty details. A year and a half of blood, sweat, and sketches. "We've been grinding, meetings in Beaverton, prototypes shipped overnight. I tested dozens. Some felt like bricks, others like clouds, but the real battle, making it mine without copying the greats." She leaned forward, intensity ramping up. "I live in Kobe's. Those low cuts grip the court like glue. But my shoe, it's not a Kobe clone. No way. It's got my DNA. Sleek, explosive, with an edge that's pure Clark." The brothers Kelce exchanged glances, sensing the heat. Jason pressed, "Unique how? Give us the dirt." Clark's response? "Electric. Think chaseability, that thrill when a drop hits and fans go feral, limited editions, colorways that tell stories, Iowa black and gold, Fever Fire, and collabs. Oh, the collabs. I've got a Chiefs PE brewing, red and gold with a twist that'll make defenses tremble." But wait, the tech. This is where Clark's words turned from hype to heresy. "I'm picky as hell," she admitted, no apologies. "Only certain Kobe's cut it for me. The 6s and 8s with that bounce and bite. My shoe, it had to top that, and it does. We're packing in tech Nike's never unleashed before." The studio fell silent. Travis whispered, "Like what? Don't leave us hanging." Clark teased, her voice dripping with mischief. "Can't spill all the beans yet. But imagine soles that adapt mid-game, cushioning that predicts your cuts. It's not just foam and fabric, it's future-proof. Even the Chinese market's gonna lose it. They dissect Kobe's like surgeons. This? They'll worship it." Jason pushed harder. "Better than LeBron's line? MJ's?" Clark's eyes flashed. "Watch. This isn't a shoe. It's a legacy starter." As the podcast wrapped, the shockwaves were already rolling. But this was just the tip-off. Back in the Fever locker room, teammates are seething with a mix of pride and envy. Aaliyah Boston, the powerhouse center, reportedly cornered Clark post-practice. Girl, you're out here dropping nukes on podcasts? That Nike deal's got the whole team buzzing. But watch your back. Rivals are plotting. Sources say the vibe's electric yet tense. Clark's rise is lifting the fever, but her solo spotlight, it's breeding whispers. She's the golden child, one anonymous teammate hissed. We grind together, but she's getting the throne. Feels like favoritism on steroids. League-wide, the controversies erupting like a bench-clearing brawl. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, she's in damage control mode, fielding calls from furious execs. Caitlyn's comments are a game-changer, she declared in a hastily called presser, her face a mask of forced calm. But let's be clear, this exposes cracks. Adidas and Under Armour, they're livid, claiming Nike's monopolizing the stars. Insiders reveal heated boardroom battles. Adidas reps slamming fists, vowing revenge drops. We'll sign the next phenom, one exec barked. Clark chose wrong. Our tech's faster, hungrier. Under Armour? Playing the victim card. We offered heart, their CEO thundered in a leaked memo. Nike's all flash, but mark my words, this feud's just starting. Fans? Oh, they're in full meltdown. Social media's a war zone. Hashtags like Clark Kicks Revolution and Nike Betrayal trending into oblivion. One diehard Iowa fan tweeted, Caitlyn just ethered Adidas and UA. My queen spilling tea like that? Iconic. But if that Chiefs colorway drops, I'm camping out. Yet the backlash bites hard. Angel Reese stands are furious. Clark gets Nike royalty while Angel builds Reebok from scratch? Rigged. Forums explode with debates. Is Clark's chaseability code for elitist hype? Limited drops mean rich kids win, one analyst raged on ESPN. This alienates real fans. WNBA's about access, not auctions. Analysts are piling on, turning Clark's words into prophecy or poison. Stephen A. Smith, never one to hold back, unleashed on First Take. Caitlin Clark just declared war. That podcast, pure fire. But Nike's long game, it's code for dominance. Adidas, UA, wake up. She's saying your product's trash. And that new tech, if it's as revolutionary as she claims, the league's unbalanced. Guards like her will fly, others eat dust. Molly Karam nodded furiously. Shock value aside, this humanizes her. Grew up dreaming swoosh, relatable. But the picky bit, arrogant or honest, fans are split, some worship, others witch hunt. Even coaches are chiming in, voices laced with shock. Cheryl Reeve, the Lynx boss who's tangled with Clark on court, didn't hold back in a post-game scrum. Her shoe talk? Bold, but revolutionary tech? If it's game-altering, we're talking PEDs for feet. League needs to investigate. Fair play's at stake. Becky Hammon, Ace's mastermind, added fuel. Love the confidence kid. But collabs with NFL teams? That's crossing lines. WNBA's our turf. Don't dilute it with football flair. The buzz? It's deafening. Front offices scrambling, agents wheeling deals. One GM whispered, Clark's untouchable now. Her shoe drops, jersey sales skyrocket. But rivals? They're scheming boycotts. A zoom out to the global stage, the Chinese market Clark name dropped, it's on fire. Sneakerheads in Beijing are dissecting her words like sacred texts. She gets us, one forum post raved. Cutting open Kobe's, that's passion. Her new tech, we'll queue for days. But controversy brews, state media outlets slamming Nike's imperialist grip. Why bow to American brands? One editorial thundered, build our own stars. Clark's appeal, transcendent, yet it sparks nationalist fury, fans torn between idol worship and pride. Back stateside, the emotional tolls mounting. Clark's family? Sources say they're overwhelmed. Her dad, Brent, the quiet force behind her grind, confided to close friends, proud as hell, but the hate, it's vicious. She's just being real. Mom Ann, rallying the troops on socials, posting cryptic encouragements. Siblings, Blake and Colin hitting the gym harder, inspired yet shadowed. Caitlyn's the star, Blake admitted in a rare interview. But her shoe? It's our family's win too. The sneaker world's in chaos. Designers at Nike HQ celebrating like champs. Caitlyn's our muse, one leaked email gushed. That adaptive soul? Years in the making. Senses pressure, adjusts grip. Game over for competitors. Rivals, panicking. Adidas Labs working overtime prototyping Clark killers. Under Armour, doubling down on women's lines, signing prospects left and right. But the real shock, rumors of a black market prototype leak. Someone inside Nike flipped, an insider claimed. Photos circulating, sleek black silhouette, lightning bolt accents. If it hits the streets early, pandemonium. Escalating further, picture the Fever's next practice. Clark strolls in, lacing up Kobe's one last time. Teammates eye her warily. Coach Christie Sides pulls her aside. Kid, that podcast? Gold. But the league's watching. Tone it down. Clark? Defiant. Nah, coach. Truth hurts. The session? Intense. Drills sharper, passes crisper. But undercurrents simmer. Kelsey Mitchell, the vet guard, mutters. Her shoe's gonna fly off shelves. But us? We need our shine too. Post-practice media swarms. Clark fields questions like daggers. Regret spilling? She smirks. Never. Fans deserve the real. League meetings, tense as hell. Engelbert huddles with owners. Clark's elevating us, viewership up 300%. But this shoe drama, it's dividing. Mandate transparency on deals. Owners split, Fever brass beaming, others grumbling. Mark Davis of the Aces. She's great, but monopolies kill competition. The vote? Stalemate. Whispers of fines for inflammatory comments. Clark? Unfazed, posting cryptic shoe emojis on Insta. Followers explode, 10 million overnight. Fan reactions hit fever pitch at games. Chants of Clark kicks, echo in arenas. But boos mix in, rival fans hurling overhyped, signs wave, Nike queen or WNBA villain. One viral video, a kid in Iowa gear sobbing joyfully. Caitlin's my hero, her shoe means I can dream big. Contrast, angry mobs outside Nike stores protesting elitist drops. Chaseability? Code for greed, police called to disperse crowds. Analysts dissect every angle. Skip Bayless on Undisputed. Caitlin's podcast, masterclass in branding, but that tech tease? If it's unfair advantage, ban it. Kobe's ghost is watching, don't tarnish legacies. Shannon Sharp counters, nah, embrace it. She's the future, adapt or die. Debates rage on podcasts, talk shows. Rachel Nichols, emotional goldmine. Her humility shines, but the picky confession sparks envy. WNBA's never been this raw. Deeper dive, the colorways. Clark hinted Chiefs, red, gold arrowheads etched in. But imagine more. Iowa Hawkeye edition, black and gold with beak motifs. Fever frenzy, blue flames licking the sides. Charity drops for girls' hoops. Proceeds funding courts in Des Moines. Collabs, Taylor Swift tie-in, pastel vibes for Swifties shoot hoops, or Marvel crossover, Clark as Captain America, Shield logos. The hype? Viral gold, sneaker apps crashing under demand. Tech breakdown, that never-before innovation. Insiders speculate bioresponsive foam molding to foot heat, or embedded sensors syncing with apps for training data. It's sci-fi, one engineer boasted anonymously. Clark tested it, cut her turn time by milliseconds. Defenses? Doomed. Rivals scramble, Adidas patenting counters, UA hiring hackers to decode, lawsuits loom, trade secret theft, courts buzz, emotional core, Clark's roots, Des Moines driveway days, shooting in faded Nikes. Chaseability started there, she reflected in a follow-up chat, begging for Jordans at Christmas. Now, I'm creating that magic. Heart-wrenching. Fans relate, stories flood in. Your words inspired my daughter to hoop, but haters twist. Privilege take, not everyone chases, some scrape by. Locker room fallout intensifies. Boston and Clark reportedly hashing it out over coffee. We're sisters, Boston said, but her spotlight stings. Mitchell, mentoring but tense. Teach me that tech, she joked. Or was it? Sides addresses team. Unity first. Caitlin's win is ours. But whispers persist. Trades brewing. League buzz peaks at All-Star Weekend. Clark mic'd up. Shoe drop soon. Get ready. Crowds roar. Rivals glare. Reese in Reeboks. Sabrina Ionescu. Nike kin. Nodding respect. Post-game party. Tense toasts. Engelbert pulls Clark aside. Tone the drama. Clark, can't. It's real. Global ripple. Europe leagues eyeing Clark clones. Her shoe, export hit. FIBA reps say. Asia, bootleg versions already surfacing. Fake Clarks flooding markets. Headlines scream. Fans' fury boils. Petitions for early drops. Don't tease, release. Boycotts against rivals. No Adidas till they step up. Emotional testimonials. Caitlin saved women's hoops. Her shoe seals it. Analysts shock. Jalen Rose on NBA Today. Mind blown. Her confidence, Kobe-esque. But controversy fuels growth. Kendrick Perkins. Overrated hype. Prove it on court first. Climax builds. Prototype sighting at Fever Game. Clark warms up in unmarked whites. Fans snap pics. That's it! Screams erupt. Security swarms. Post-game, Clark winks. Soon. But the ultimate shocker? Leaked Nike memo. Clark 1 features anti-gravity tech, lifts jumps by inches. True? Game changer? Or hoax? League investigates. As the dust settles, wait, it doesn't. This saga's just tipping off. Clark's words? Immortal. But one question haunts. Will her shoe unite the WNBA or tear it apart forever? Stay tuned. This fire's just getting started.